Rediscovering Gita for the Modern World by Shrikant Soman. Based on Essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Chapter 12 continued. The significance of sacrifice. Continued from the previous episode 83. The deeper meaning of sacrifice in the Bhagavad Gita. Current episode 84. Knowledge as the ultimate sacrifice. The divine nature of sacrifice. The path to liberation through self-surrender. Key takeaways. The divine is in all aspects of sacrifice. The passage emphasizes that every element of sacrifice, the giver, the offering, the act, and the goal, is a manifestation of the divine. Sacrifice is a path to freedom. The ultimate goal of sacrifice is to achieve freedom from binding actions by uniting one's consciousness with the divine, thereby living and acting from a unified, non-egoist state. Different forms of sacrifice exist. The text describes various types of sacrifice, ranging from physical rituals to psychological disciplines like self-control and breath regulation. All these practices are valid paths towards spiritual purification. Knowledge is the highest offering. The passage highlights that while all sacrifices are valuable, the sacrifice of knowledge, self-knowledge, and God-knowledge is the highest form. It is the culmination of all other actions and leads to liberation. Achieving unity through surrender. The final stage of this process is to see all beings within the oneself and the divine. By surrendering all actions to this Supreme Being, one becomes one with Him and all of existence, achieving a state of unity, peace, and joy. The divine is the sacrifice. The universal energy you act in is the divine. The consecrated energy of your offering is the divine. Whatever you offer is a form of the divine. You, the giver, are the divine in man. The action or work is the divine in motion. The goal of this sacrifice is the divine itself. The goal of freedom. For a person with this knowledge, there are no binding actions. There is only the divine self acting through divine nature. This self offers everything into the fire of its own cosmic energy. The goal of all this God-directed action is to know and possess the divine. To live and act with this unified consciousness is to be free. Different paths of sacrifice. Not all yogins have this knowledge. Some yogins offer sacrifices to the gods. Others offer sacrifice into the fire of Brahman. Those who seek the gods use various rites and laws. Those who already know offer all their work to the divine. The simple act of offering everything is their one true law. The means of sacrifice are many. The offerings are of many kinds. One type is a psychological sacrifice of self-control. This leads to higher self-possession and self-knowledge. Some people offer their senses into fires of control. Others offer sense objects into the fires of their senses. Still others offer all their actions into the fires of self-control. This fires is kindled by knowledge. This means a person can receive sense perceptions without being disturbed. The senses themselves become pure fires of sacrifice. Or, a person can still their senses completely. This allows the pure soul to appear. Another discipline is when all actions are offered into that one still and peaceful soul. The offering can be physical, like worship offerings to a deity. It can also be the austerity of your self-discipline. This is called tapo yajna. Or it can be a form of yoga, like breath control. All these sacrifices purify the being. All sacrifice is a path to the highest state. The highest sacrifice. The one crucial thing is to control lower activities. You must lessen the power of desire. You replace it with a higher energy. You give up selfish enjoyment for a divine delight. This comes from self-dedication and self-mastery. Those who enjoy the nectar of immortality from sacrifice reach the eternal Brahman. Sacrifice is a law of the world. Nothing can be gained without it. This world is not for one who does not sacrifice. So how can any other world be? All forms of sacrifice are means to offer human action to the divine. They are all born of work. They all come from the divine's vast energy. This energy makes all cosmic activity a progressive offering. The final stage for a person is self-knowledge. This leads to the divine consciousness. By knowing this, you become free. Knowledge is the highest offering. There are different levels of sacrifice. The physical offering is the lowest. The sacrifice of knowledge is the highest. All action culminates in this highest knowledge. It is self-knowledge and God knowledge. You learn it from those who know. By having it, you won't fall into ignorance, you won't be a slave to desires. With this knowledge, you will see all beings in the self. Then you will see them in me, the divine. The self is the one unchanging reality. When freed from ego, your consciousness expands into this reality. You then see all beings within this one self. This self is also a form of a supreme being. He is the source of all existence. He is God, the divine, the Purushottama. We offer everything to Him as a sacrifice. We surrender our actions to Him. We live and move in His existence. By uniting with Him, we become one with Him and all beings. We merge our self-being with His supreme reality. Works done for sacrifice lead to knowledge. Works done with knowledge lead to liberation. This liberation brings unity, peace and joy. With this episode 84, we are concluding chapter 12, the significance of sacrifice. From next episode 85, we will start with the new chapter 13, the Lord of the Sacrifice.